Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Clarity Social TV. My name is Jazz, and with me I have
Deborah Wheeler on the design team.
Yeah, on the design team, absolutely. Thank you for joining us again. We were live at 10 this morning.
We were.
Yeah, we did a good hour and a bit.
A bit, only a bit, though.
Just a little bit, yeah. We were well behaved. And now we are back again to join you for another hour of fun and crafting.
I know, and it's a busy crafting day because Paul's just finished over on Hobby Maker TV. He'll probably be heading for the green room for a cup of tea and maybe a fresh air break.
Yes.
We're on with you now with some stamping goodies, and then Paul's back on Hobby Maker at 4 o'clock. So got a day of goodies for you, and you don't have to go anywhere.
That's it. A good mix as
Indeed,
well, isn't it?
Indeed, something for everybody.
Absolutely. Right, let's have a look. Grace said all is good. Thank you, Grace. Grace is in the room with you today, all the way from New York. So if you have any questions, just let her know. And if we can help, I'm sure she'll let us know too. Well, more Deb than myself. Deb can answer your questions. Okay, so look, everyone's coming through.
Yeah, got quite a few friends in the room.
Lovely. Thank you for joining us. Right, should we have a look at what we've got?
Shall we? Let's look at the stamps.
Okay, right.
Do you want to pop the graphic on?
I will, yes. Okay, so today we have for you Linda's Christmas Floral Rounds A5 stamp and Mask Duo with your circle framework stencil. Now, this bundle, you're getting a great saving of £11.49. So what you are getting here, you are saving £2.50 on each of the stamp sets and then £6.49 on your stencil, which means you are getting the stencil for free in this bundle. You are also getting all of your club discounts as well. If you are part of one club, you are saving 10%, so £15.49. If you're in two clubs, that's a gold club, you're getting a saving of £16.49. And then if you are in all three, so a diamond member, you're saving 15%, so £17.49. Now your order number is 21249. Okay. Should we have a little look at the stamps up close?
Yeah. Shall we?
Let's go for it. Right.
I've got the layouts here.
Here we
go. On the overhead. There we go.
Right.
Do you want to just zoom it out a bit?
Okay. Is it going to behave? Yay. Very good.
Hurrah. So, yeah, as Jazz said, there's two stamp sets here. You've got the outline set on the right-hand side and then the silhouettes on the left. But the beauty of them is they work independently, but they also... These silhouette stamps will act as infills for the outline stamps. Great designing on Jazz's part. And then you get these fabulous semicircle sentiments. You've got curved sentiments in both sets in different fonts. But down here at the bottom, you've got these semicircular sentiments that actually will line up with each other to form a whole circle around the image. You can use them on their own, or you can put them together to form a whole circle. And we looked at that this morning, actually, in a tip for doing that.
Yes, lovely.
So if you didn't catch the 10 a.m. show, I had a tip for lining them up around your image this morning on there, worth a look.
Brilliant. So if you wanted to buy the stamps individually, the outline one we have here is 1228, and then your silhouette version is 1229. Also, we have as well, this is the circle framework stencil. Let me just bring
which comes as then part of the bundle if you buy the whole bundle. You can get it separately, but it comes in the bundle, doesn't it?
It does. You get it free in the bundle, essentially. So I wouldn't miss out on that one.
No, absolutely.
And then...
So useful.
Absolutely. And if you fancy as well, we also have the square framework stencil as well that we can just show here. This is the square version. I know that Barb used this on a was it a Hobby Maker show, I believe, and it was so popular.
Okay, and I'm going to use it later as well.
Yes.
So it's not in the bundle, but it's available to buy as well at the same price, £6.49. So you could get the bundle and add in the square stencil, and then you've got both the circle and square, couldn't you?
Yes, good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah. Good offer.
Okay,
It's a good offer. Always good offers. And that's why it's worth being part of the design clubs
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Craft clubs, because of the discounts that you get on, as well as getting the stamp or stencil or groovy, or all three if you want to join all three clubs each month, a brand new design. You then get your discounts on your shopping as well.
You do, yes. So
which is really worth having.
That's right. One club is 10%.
Yeah.
2 clubs is 12.5%, and then 3 clubs is 15% discount.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And that generally works through most of the stuff that we do at Clarity, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Sometimes not in the sales and not on all of the workshops, but for all the other products and things. Yeah.
Absolutely. Speaking of workshops.
Oh yes.
Do you want to have a little look at our open days coming up?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Right, let me
swap you for those.
Here we go. Okay.
So we've got open days next week. There's still a few of these left. Tickets, and actually last year, the previous ones, people were kind of turning up on the door, weren't they, as well? So if you haven't got a ticket, we're not going to turn you away on the door if you decide to come. So it's £10 for each day, £20 if you want to come for the 2 days. No club discount on that ticket, but it does get you not just entry into the open days, where lots of the design team will be demoing, myself included. Eileen Godwin's come back on the design team.
Yes, she has.
Jane Telford's going to be there. I think Sam Crow will be there.
Sam will be there, yeah.
Linda Williams, can't remember who else.
Glynis will be there.
Oh, Glynis is doing a snip clinic.
Yes, along with Louise as well.
Yes.
She'll be joining us.
And then there are make and takes that you can book into for a small extra charge to actually make what it says on the tin, make it and take it.
Yeah.
And I think Sarah Brennan is doing the stamping one, and is Hazel doing the... Hazel Edwards is doing the groovy one. So
that's right.
You know, that's really good, because things like, if you haven't tried groovy before, then it's really, I think it's really useful. It's a way to go and have a try. Yeah. Or if you've been a groover and think about trying stamping, you do the make and take, you just get to try it out and decide if you like it. It's a great way to kind of test before you buy.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
And we also have workshops available for the Sunday as well.
Let's flip to those.
I will pass those over to you.
These are £125 each, but I think is there a club discount on these?
There is a club discount on these.
There's club discount on these. So too, Inky and Artie with Barbara.
Yes.
In the hall, and then Groovy Parchment with Linda, both on the Sunday, both running simultaneously in different parts of the building.
Yes.
And if I'm right, this is Linda's last one in person.
It is.
She's retiring from teaching in person on the workshops, but she's still going to be on the design team and designing products for us as well, and the Groovy Club and all of that. So she'll still be very involved. She just won't be running in-person workshops.
That's right.
Anymore.
That's right. And I must say, I have seen what you will be doing in both workshops, and it's very special.
I got a bit of a sneak peek this morning for the Inky Artie one, but my lips are sealed.
Yeah, that won't be one to miss.
No,
absolutely.
So if you're not doing anything next weekend, or even if you are and want to cancel it, then come and join us down in Ditton near Maidstone. It's such a great day. The open days, Barbara does raffles every hour. And that's not just a bottle of wine that nobody wants anymore. And that's included in the price of your ticket. It's always a bundle of Clarity products. I can't imagine how much she actually gives away over the course of the 2 days, but they're really worth having.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see you there.
I can't wait personally.
It's going to be Jazzy's on sandwiches.
I'm making you sandwiches as well, and it's great to just meet the whole Clarity team.
It's so nice to put names to faces to names.
That's it.
That's the way around. Yes. So lots of people that we meet, and lots of us interact with each other online, but to actually then meet people is really good, and that beautifully complements all the online stuff that we do here at Clarity as well, with the Shack and the Clarity Social TV and the online workshops. And this is a chance just twice a year just to get together in person if you're able. So yeah, highly recommend it.
Absolutely. And we forgot Grace as well, who's in the
Oh,
chat
yeah.
with you. She's coming down
Grace,
from
you're
New
going to be
York.
with us.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that,
Can't
seeing you
wait.
again.
Brilliant. Okay,
Right.
so if you want to be placing any orders, you can do that through our website. That's claritycrafts.com. Or you could get the lovely Sue. You could give her a ring on 01732 868 215.
She's glued to the telephone downstairs.
She is, yeah. Be patient. We're
Yep.
getting a lot of calls. We're very busy at the moment, but yeah.
She's already had her loo break, so she'll be there all the way through the show.
Fantastic. Right. What should we do?
Let's look at some samples, see what the design team have done with them. And actually, let's just quickly recap what we did this morning.
Brilliant. Yes, let's do that.
Let me switch back to the overhead.
Okay.
And so we kicked off this morning just with a couple of simple cards outlining the just showing you what they do and how they work, really. So this one, and using the mask just to add colour inside it, and this one masking off the image and popping some colour around the outside. Simple and easy, very straightforward. The stamps do all the work and heavy lifting. And this is where I talked about lining up these sentiments to form the full circle around.
Beautiful.
There's tips in this morning's show. These will be going on my blog as well, www.deborahscraftyblog.com.
Fantastic.
So over the next few days, I'll blog each of these cards. So yeah, that was where we started. And then we were running a bit short of time, so I skipped through this one at speed, but I turned the floral rounds into baubles for Christmas.
Lovely.
Just a bit of stenciling with the leafy strip stencil, which is on the show page as well. And then some stamping and masking on the ivy rounds. That one went out on the blog at lunchtime. So you can also find it on our Facebook pages, Clarity Worldwide and Clarity Mini Makes and ATCs.
Yes, fantastic.
I think that's all the words.
I think I'll take your word for it.
Okay, let's look at what the rest of the team have done. Because this afternoon I was thinking, this morning we looked at kind of the stamps individually. This afternoon I'm going to look at a bit of pattern building with them and how they work together. So the design team have done lots of pattern work as well. Is this Sam Crow?
It is a Sam Crow, yeah.
Isn't that fantastic? And that's inky arty. But again, just stamping the images across the page. And that's lovely. Just 2 colours of ink or paint maybe.
Fantastic.
Yeah, love that.
Right, another Sam Crow here. Look at this one.
This, I think, is the card of the day. Isn't that just brilliant?
Just fantastic. And I mean, looking at the stamp set, I would never make the connection between this piece of art and the stamps, would you?
No. So I think she's stamped these are using the silhouette stamps, stamped them in and coloured them, and then has drawn round the outlines and given them beaks to turn them into the robins.
I love it.
That is superb, Sam.
Isn't it just? Yeah. If you're listening, Sam, love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Julie Dunn here.
And again, they line up beautifully. So the images really complement and go together with each other. Mask them off and then just a stencil in the background. Lovely. I think this is called the rose. It's rose panel stencil.
Very nice.
It's one of our older ones, but it's lovely. It's such a nice, just that soft effect in the background.
Yes,
yeah,
beautiful.
Really lovely.
Sarah Brennan here.
Yeah, so Sarah stamped them onto stamp board and then brushed ink on to colour them. And I was thinking about this. I didn't get a sample made with it, but this has reminded me. And I've got some stamp board circles. Oh, I think these would make brilliant Christmas ornaments.
Oh, wouldn't they just?
Yeah, and you could stamp the sentiment around the edge on both sides of the stamp board, and punch a hole in it, and then you've got some lovely Christmas baubles.
Oh, brilliant!
I mean, proper baubles rather than baubles on front of a card.
What a great gift as well.
Yeah,
to give
but they're lovely, so pretty in those colours.
Okay, Debbie McMullen here.
Yeah, Debbie's gone stenciling again, the brick wall stencil this time, but again, a single one of the silhouettes, and she's very competently stamped the rounds around the image.
Yeah,
the 2 sentiments, the 2 semicircles. Good job.
Very good. That's a classic stencil as
Yeah,
well, isn't it?
Yeah, love this. I use that stencil a lot.
Okay.
Okay, talking about pattern
Jane.
building, Jane Telford's gone for it. This is gorgeous. I saw this
Isn't
over on the Facebook page yesterday as the design team were sharing some of their samples yesterday, and this is lovely. So she's just used all these beautiful muted colours and stamped them all in over it and then popped it on a craft card. This is on one of the postcards.
It will be, yes.
One of the A5
quote.
postcards, A5 quote postcards. If you look for quote postcards on the website, they'll come up. But that's the Christmas set. Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's just fabulous.
Okay, Sheila Metzler here. Look
Who'd
at
have
that.
thought? Who'd have thought? So, what I reckon Sheila's done is, this is the block print stamp, but what she's done is stamped the silhouette leaf.
Here we go, look.
I think it's this stamp
Yes.
Sheila's used.
That looks
multiple
like it.
times on designer paper, and then has fussy cut them.
That is just
and
fantastic.
Then has layered up this wreath in the middle. Isn't that just brilliant?
Beautiful. So creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Lovely. Okay.
I love that one, Sheila.
Right, Jane Telford again. Here we go.
Lovely. So Jane's over stamped the images, and then she's I don't know if you can see, I never know. There we go.
There we go.
There's a shine on that centre one. So I think she's heat embossed it with clear powder.
Oh, I see. That really makes it stand out.
It's lovely,
from the
isn't
others,
it? Really.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, Andy Duggan. I like this one.
Lovely. Mixing the silhouette sentiments with the
that will be
the silhouette stamps with the sentiments.
That's right.
Really and I'm going to do something kind of along that style, but not quite so randomly scattered. But that's lovely. But they're really good for pattern building, actually.
Brilliant. Sheila Metzler again.
Yeah,
here.
Lovely. And another one on designer paper, and then that might be Great Lakes designer paper.
I think you're right.
And then has just stamped that ivy round one randomly to fill it in, and then added the little curved sentiments.
Lovely.
That's all it is. One colour ink. It's fantastic.
Beautiful. Sheila again.
Another one. So this is lovely. One stamp, but just gone diagonally across the card and then added in the two curved sentiments.
That's so
really
simple,
pretty.
but
Yeah.
beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, Sheila.
So from simple to stepping it up.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a gatefold. I looked at this to start with. I was like, oh, how does that one work? But it opens like that.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that clever?
Yeah, very. I really like
That's
that.
really lovely. That red is just so much impact. So the stamps are literally just stamped in the red.
Beautiful.
And then I'm guessing that's companion paper in the background.
Okay, last but not least, we've got Tina Morris.
Lovely.
Love this
So
one.
I'm guessing that's the leafy bough wad paper on on the small round gel press for these three pink circles in the background, and then she stamped the outlines across them and coloured them in.
I love that.
Lovely,
We
isn't
saw a card like this from Tina this morning, didn't we?
Yes, she'd stamped the gel press through the circle framework stencil.
That's right. Yeah. I just love
Yeah.
that little bit of texture it adds. Really, really nice.
Really nice.
Beautiful.
Really nice.
Okay.
Okay, so that's give you a taste of everything the design team did with them. Shall we have a look at a demo?
Yeah, go on, let's go.
Have we got to do
for
anything
it.
else? Sorry, Jazz and I have been left while the teachers are away, so we're
trying to behave
make sure
and
we do all the
properly.
right stuff.
Yeah, exactly. What about a demo? Shall
Let's
we show
do
our
that.
Demo downloads?
Let's show the two downloads.
Okay,
Yes.
right.
Okay. So, do you want to zoom out a bit?
Absolutely.
Please, Jazz. Thank you.
Okay. There we go.
We were having trouble with the button this morning.
It's
weren't we?
working now.
We've got the
It's
hang of
playing
it. We're getting the hang of it. So on the what is the demo page called? I can never remember.
It is called the Catch Up and Craft section.
Catch Up and Craft. That's
You'll
it.
find it on the show page.
Yes. Yeah. You get in there via the on our new refreshed website.
I know.
It's lovely. It's
Very
so
fancy.
yeah. So for each show, we give you the downloads of the picture of what we've done in the show. What's helpful across the top is you'll have the date and the time that the show was, what we've called the demo, what was made, so a picture of the demo, and then down here, a list of all the products that we've used, including the product code number. So if you're ordering, if you print, you can print these out and keep them. And so you've got the product code to know what it is you need to look for. You just type that in the search box. It'll take you to each of these. If you're looking at this online, they're actually hyperlinks. Yes. So you can just click on that and it will take you straight through to the product if you're looking at it online. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So this first one, we're going to do some ink blending on a panel. And just a bit of random stamping, which I'm not very good at. I always fall into a regular pattern. But using that and the semicircle sentiments.
Brilliant.
So that's the first one. And then we're going to move on to look at this second one, which actually I was inspired by one of Jane Telford's designs.
Okay.
For this one. And this uses both stamps, so the outline and then using the silhouette stamp as an infill around it, but with the background of the square framework stencil.
Brilliant. Can't wait.
So let's look at the panel first.
Let's go for it.
Okay, I'm going to give you these out the way.
Thank you very
much.
So
I don't get ink all over them. So here's the panel card.
Okay.
Again,
let's zoom in on that one.
Fairly simple.
See, I love a panel. I think it's so beautiful. And it's nice to leave a bit of that kind of white space.
I love white space.
Yeah.
Usually because I can't be bothered to fill the whole card in. But,
but we won't say. With everyone, if Grace could let us know,
okay,
please.
Looks like we're back. Apologies, everybody. It looked at this end like the connection just dropped out there for a minute. But we were just saying, so we're going to do a panel card with some ink blending on this, just leaving lots of white space. Sometimes, well, I'm very much in the less is more camp. So let's have a look how I worked through this one.
Okay, we're all good.
Are we all good?
Don't worry. Thanks, Grace.
Yeah, we had a message come up on the screen saying lost connection, which is always nerve-wracking. Right, I'm starting with a bit of my favourite low-tack tape, also available.
Absolutely.
On there, I'm just going to mask off about the lower kind of third-ish of the panel, and I'm going to try and make it a straight line.
Okay, your low-tack masking tape item number is 31212.
Okay. Sometimes I get very ambitious and just go for it, but there's always the danger that you'll get a smudge up here. You'll get ink on your fingers, as I do. In fact, I've still got ink on my fingers from this morning's demos. Oh. So I'm just going to pop a bit of copy paper there under the masking tape. Then I know that that part of my card is protected.
Okay. I'm
going to remain clear. Let me just, do you want to just zoom out a bit, please?
Let's zoom out, no problem.
Thank you.
There
we go. So I've got stencil brushes for this. Love the stencil brushes. I use them all the time, and now I've got enough that I don't have to clean them. Because I use them for colour groups mainly rather than specific inks. Right.
Okay, your stencil brushes as well is 30006.
So I'm going to blend Peacock Feathers and Uncharted Mariner, which are really nice, kind of, we're in the tealy turquoisey.
Beautiful. We do range. Like a teal here at Clarity.
I love it. I love teal. Right, I'm just loading up my brush. This is a bit of a juicy ink pad, so always worth just checking it on your paper. And then all I'm going to do is sweep across the paper and come down nearly to the bottom.
Okay. Look at that colour going on already.
And I'm staying fairly light with it because you can then build it up. If you brush really hard, you can wind up with brush strokes.
Trying to remember what Barbara always says. You can always add,
but you can't take it away.
That's right. Okay, that's a beautiful tealy colour, isn't it?
I love this. I've got so many kind of shades of blue.
Remind me what colour that is.
Peacock
Deb?
feathers.
Peacock feathers. Here we go. So that's 30420.
And that's in the oxide, isn't it? But it is also available as an ink. The inks are more translucent. Oxides are chalky. What I would say actually about stencil brushes is I have separate stencil brushes for my oxides and my inks.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter. You get away once with using a oxide ink on a brush that you've an oxide on a brush that you've used ink on.
Yeah.
But if you use the translucent inks on a brush that you've used oxides on, you'll lose the translucency because it's still got the chalky residue from the oxides. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Okay. Good to know. Okay, and what colour have we got
This
here?
is now Uncharted Mariner.
Okay.
Lovely dark
Beautiful.
greeny blue.
Okay, your item number for this one is 50544.
So for this, I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to come up about 2/3 as well, so that you blend them over in the middle, and then you get that lovely ombre effect.
Beautiful. Look how lovely they just blend together, don't they?
And it's so easy with these brushes. I'm sweeping quite lightly because you can just keep going and you just keep adding in until you get the depth of shade you want.
Right, okay. You don't want to go in too heavy at first, really, do
No.
you? Brilliant. A satisfying noise it makes
love
as
it,
well.
I love it.
Fantastic.
Okay, that's good. Let's just sweep a bit harder over that bottom edge. The other thing about going edge to edge this way is you get a really nice edging on your card as well, because your brush catches the edge of your card as you come backwards and forwards.
Okay, so it gives it a bit of definition. Yeah. Lovely.
Right, you want to keep your taping, but let's just have a peek. I love a peek.
Oh, look
there we
at
go.
that. It's so clean and tidy.
Really
isn't it?
nice, really nice. But let me lie that back down again. Okay, good. Right, which one did I use? Yeah, this one. Okay, I'm just going to mount up. So I've got the Peace on Earth at Christmas sentiment. I'm just going to mount it in the middle of my mount. Okay. I don't need to worry about, this morning we were talking about using your mount to line up where you want it on your card.
Yes.
But I'm stamping it in multiple places, so
okay,
don't need to worry about that for this.
Doesn't matter too much.
Ink it up with black archival.
Would you normally have to wait before stamping onto your upsides, or does it dry pretty
I think
quick?
it dries fairly quick.
Brilliant.
Okay, and then I told you I can't do random. Let me start here. I'm just going to stamp it semi-random.
Don't overthink it.
That's the key. That's the key.
Easily said and done, though, isn't it?
It is. And actually, let me mount up the other one as well, which is Goodwill to All Men, because or Goodwill to Everyone. What I'm going to do is kind of try and mix them up a bit as we go across the panel. So I've used both sentiments here, but actually let's come down here with that one.
Because they work quite well together, don't they?
They do. And you could do it all with one sentiment.
Yes. Yep, you could. You could.
There's no rules. Right, let's have a Goodwill in.
So, Peace on Earth at Christmas and Goodwill to Everyone. That's lovely. That was Barb, I think, came up with those.
Okay. I'm going to stamp that one upside down because it fits there.
Do you know, before I started at Clarity, I always said Christmas starts on the 1st of December. And I was very strict with that. Not anymore. It doesn't quite work that way in the crafting world, does it?
1st of July at the latest.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'll be honest. I've been trying to make. Let's have another one. There. See, I'm overthinking it now. I've been trying to make one Christmas card every week.
Okay.
Through the year.
Oh, through the whole year. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You haven't had a break from Christmas then, have you?
Not really, except when I went
No.
away travelling. I didn't make them while I was in
No.
Australia. Right, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave this bottom corner at the minute, okay, because I want to stamp the circle in there and then I can infill the sentiment beyond it. Does that make sense?
Good idea.
Right, let's find a stamp. Find the one I used is always helpful.
I love this one that you have used, the ivy.
Oh, it's so beautiful, this ivy round. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, let's pop you on there. Yeah, I'm in the centre of the screen. I haven't got Paul here to keep telling me to move over.
That's all right.
as I wander out of the screen. Okay, so now I'm going to line this up in between to sit within the semicircles.
Okay.
So you can see why I left the masking tape in place here, because I don't want to stamp on the card. It's just staying within the panel.
Oh, I see. I was wondering why you'd done the sentiments first as well.
That was easier than trying to do this, because the sentiments give you the shape for where you want to stamp your rounds.
Of course. And I suppose if you did the rounds first and you did them too close together,
exactly,
you wouldn't fit your sentiments. Okay.
Ask me how I worked that one out.
Well, you see, the thing is, many friends at home may have done that as well.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
It's a common mistake to make. So that's why these demos are great.
And the nice thing about these is you can use the edge of the stamp is always slightly beyond the stamped image you get.
Yeah.
They've got a lip on them.
They have.
So you can use that lip to line up against the semicircle.
Okay, I see.
For planting it accurately.
Lovely. Look at that.
I do love pattern building on panels.
I think a panel is just so effective though, isn't it? Especially when it's got that beautiful solid colour against that really clean, crisp white, and then a simple sentiment. Yeah, really beautiful.
Right, we'll pop one in here.
Lovely.
And then I wound up with a gap at the edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
So in order to balance it out, I'm going to go back to my semicircle and then I can just fill this in because I know where I am now because I've got the...
Okay.
I've got
sense.
that circle stamped in.
So if you had have done it, you could have accidentally stamped over.
Yeah, I might not have left myself enough
Yeah.
room. Let's go here. Let's pop another one down the bottom in this corner as well. Let's pick up the other side of the sentiment. This is quite fun, actually. Okay, beautiful. And then I'm just going to add a tiny bit of the ivy round in those.
Okay.
So because this side it's coming off the edge, so you want it to come off the edge that side as well.
You want it
and
to
across
be
here.
even. Yeah.
Otherwise, I look like I've got gaps.
Yeah, like you've missed it out.
Like I got bored and gave up.
Okay, nice.
It makes such a difference, just those little bits.
It does, yeah.
On the edge.
That attention to detail, isn't it?
That just balance it out. Only a tiny bit. Bingo.
Lovely.
Now I can take the low-tack tape off.
Wow.
There we go. Look, you see, and I don't know if you can see on screen, but I've got some little smudges on there and bits, so that was worth doing.
Yes, definitely.
Putting that paper in. Let me turn this over. There you go.
Look at that.
So that's my panel.
That is fantastic.
And that's pretty much all you do. What I did on this one.
Let's zoom in so we can have a
Come
proper
right
look.
in.
Very nice.
Yeah. So it works really well. But yeah, the trick is stamping the semicircles first.
Okay.
The other thing I'd say, I've only got a couple of them, But if you look at the different semicircles, these have got solid dots. The piece on Earth at Christmas has got open dots.
Yeah.
You can leave them like that if you want. But the other thing that's handy to do is just to use one of the micron pens, and then you can just colour these in.
Okay. Yeah. So
and then they're all solid.
Perfect. Your micron pens, your item number for those are 30778.
Because, so the other thing I did on here, look, you can see the difference here. I just put a bit of shading in the ivy with a pergolina pencil.
Okay.
You just need to wait till your ink's nicely dry for that.
Right.
And then I added the sentiment at the top from the set.
Yeah.
So I'll do that in a minute because I'll talk about how I lined those up together as well.
Okay.
But the other thing I did was just border the panel. You can leave it open like that, but actually it's quite nice. So I just use my micron pen and doodle to border.
Lovely. Okay.
And it's really just decaling. I have a slight tremor, so actually decaling an edge is quite easy because
there you
my
go.
hand wobbles a bit anyway automatically. Even worse when I'm doing it live. Just catch the edge of the panel.
Yes. And that's a great thickness, isn't it? That micron
Yeah,
pen.
this is number 4. I'd often use 08 actually, which is the thickest one in the set.
Okay.
There we go.
Lovely.
It just edges that.
Should we have a little zoom in so we can see properly? There we go. Look at that. It looks great.
So it doesn't need to be, you can do a straight line with a ruler if you want, but actually I quite like the effect of that. It's just a bit softer.
I do too.
Yeah.
Less pressure as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's put a sentiment in. Sending love at Christmas. These are the 2 lovely curved sentiments that are really nice together. So what I did for this, I stamped the lower one first.
Okay.
Because then that sat where I want it to sit. And you know my technique of, I line it up on my card and then I'm going to use the mega mount, edges of the mega mount level with the edges of my card. Then I can go back down.
So you know exactly
where I started.
Where to position it.
And I'm
Brilliant.
not, as Barb says, dithering while your ink's drying.
Yes, very true.
And or trying to see through the mount to see where the stamp needs to sit.
Yes.
Yes. You don't need to worry about where the stamp is then. You just make sure you've lined up the edges of your mount.
Okay, look at that. Straight in. No need to think about it.
And then just your fingers lightly on it. You don't want to press too hard because it's lovely fine text.
No.
And that's straight in. So then this one will sit above it. And I can line it up. Now you could stamp them together, but you get a bit of a bigger gap if you try and stamp them at the same time because of this little lip on the stamp beyond the text.
Yes, got you.
Whereas you can use that lip on the stamp to line up over the first sentiment you've stamped.
Oh,
does that make sense?
That makes sense.
And then back in using my mount again on this bottom corner of the card.
Fantastic. I'm just going to go and open a window, Deb.
Right.
It's a bit hot in
Good
here,
idea.
isn't it? It always does. You wouldn't have thought it from the weather outside.
I know. It's the hot air from all those machines whirring away downstairs.
I know. They've been very busy, those
As
machines.
the Clarity elves are busting a gut, finishing the last of the sale orders. And thank you to everybody if you're waiting on a sale order for your patience. As you know, when Clarity sell out of a product in a sale, they'll make enough again to honour the orders.
Absolutely. It's worth the wait in the end.
Which does mean it can take a bit longer. Plus the various new things we've had out, plus getting ready for the open days and workshops next week. There is a lot going on here at the moment.
Absolutely.
But there you go. One curved sentiment that's lined up.
Beautiful and so simple as well.
Yeah.
I love this card. This one probably my favourite.
Oh,
really lovely.
So yeah, the only thing I haven't done is added the colour in the ivy, but I just did that, just one green pergolina pencil, and then I popped it on a 6x6 card blank. I didn't put a border around it or anything because I like that white at the top that leaves the panel standing up.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay,
Fantastic. One down. Brilliant. Okay, shall I have a little recap?
Do you want to have a recap? Stick the
let's do that.
Lovely.
Okay, so while Deb gets
reset.
ready for our next demo, we'll have a look at the bundle again. So item number 21249, Linda's Christmas Floral Rounds. You're getting 2 A5 stamp sets and 1 stencil. This is the circle framework stencil. So you were getting a grand saving of £11.49. So you're paying £39.98 in total. Now you're saving £2.50 on each of those stamp sets. And then you were saving £6.49 on that stencil, which means you are essentially getting it for free in the bundle. Okay. Also, not forgetting all of your club discounts too also apply. When you are a diamond member, so a part of 3 clubs, that's a saving of £17.49. I mean, you can't go wrong. Okay, are we ready, Deb?
2 seconds.
A bit longer?
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, what else should we have a look at? We can have a look at the stamps individually as well if you don't fancy the bundle. You're getting a saving of £2.50. This is the outline stamp set, item number 12228. We also have the silhouette version, item number 12229. Okay, right. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Yep.
Okay, let's zoom out
instructions.
a little bit.
So this is the card I'm going to make.
Okay.
And looking at how you can line the 2 stamps up as an overlay.
Okay.
Two-way overlay.
Brilliant.
Okay. But this is what it was inspired by. Is this awesome creation from Jane Telford.
Look at that. Brilliant.
So Jane's used, if you want to zoom in a bit, I've simplified it down. Jane, it's not got a kitchen sink on it, but it's got a lot of other stuff. Jane's actually used, if you can see in here, she's used the square framework stencil and the circle one.
Oh,
Do you see? You can just see those soft stencils in there.
Yeah, you can.
She stamped the images in as well, and a central one, and then stamped the round around it, and then she's filled in the background.
Brilliant.
On here as well, and these are coloured with pergoliners.
What fantastic colouring as well, Jane.
Yeah, and she's used the script stamp.
Yeah,
I think here to stamp through into those empty circles.
Fantastic.
So Jane's used the whole 9 squares.
Okay, let's just bring that square stencil up for you. Whoops, wrong one. Sorry, everybody. We're still getting there. When I say we, I mean myself.
Lovely. No, it's good. You're doing
there
a good
we
job.
go. Thank you.
So
after you.
I've scaled it back. I've used the same stencil, but actually, if I pass you that, I don't want to get ink on Jane's masterpiece. So I've used the square stencil again, but I've cut it back to only use 4 of the squares. So we'll talk about how you do that, because you don't have to use the whole 9.
Right.
You could use a strip of 3. You know, it's really versatile. Then I've used the outline stamps and then the infill stamps, and I've popped a nifty little embedder on there because I do like an embedder. You might have noticed. Okay, so let's somewhere I've got a piece of card that I'm going to start with.
Go. So the item number for the squares framework stencil is 00424.
Okay, so let me move that out of the way so I don't ink that up by mistake. So I think I cut this card. I cut this card down to 5 by 5, so it's on a 6 by 6. This is on a 6 by 6 card blank. Okay, but the topper is 5 by 5.
Brilliant.
Which fits nicely for the 4 squares.
Lovely. Okay.
Now this is another one. There's a bit of a knack to, because as you can see, the using this part of the stencil, it's only really just bigger than the card. Can you just see there's just a faint edge around?
Okay.
So the problem is then, how do I anchor my card so it doesn't move?
Right. Yeah.
Right. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually anchor my card to a piece of paper in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I know my card's not going to move. Let's put a little bit down here as well, just to be sure. Then I'm going to sit my stencil over the top, lining it up so it's central.
Okay, you can kind of see from the gap around the outside, can't you, to line it up? That's handy.
Yep. And then I'm going to anchor that to the copy paper on the back as well.
Brilliant.
But that covers the it covers this gap round the edge.
Okay. Fantastic. That low-tech masking tape is
great
just
stuff. It's one of my favourite products.
It's a lifesaver, really, isn't it?
Totally.
Such great quality.
Right. I'm going to use, I think Jane used 3 colours.
Okay.
On her. So I've got tumbled glass, kitsch flamingo and antique linen, just to get a lovely soft blend in there.
Nice pastel colours, aren't they?
Yeah, and
Very
that makes
nice.
this lovely kind of rainbowy pastel-y background here through the stencil.
Okay.
So find the right stencil brushes, and I want my pale blue and I want my pale pink. Okay, so I started with the antique linen and I just dusted it in kind of randomly. This is about as random and arty as I get, I'll be honest. I wasn't trying to cover all the squares at this point.
Right, so we're just getting
a
random
dusting. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to see on screen, but it'll come out.
It's starting to come out. Yeah, we can see that.
So I switched to the pink, the kitsch flamingo. Make sure I've got the right the right colour brush, otherwise we'll get an interesting shade. Okay, and I just started to dust a little in.
Okay, that's a lovely pink, isn't it?
I do like this one. It's a lovely soft pink.
Yes. Beautiful.
And of course, using it with the brush just softens it down further again.
Of course, yeah.
This is quite fun because you just have to go for it.
Yeah, you're never going to get the same result.
No,
twice,
and you can't.
You
know, it's what Barb calls a bit unpredictable. And then just add a bit of blue in.
So you could really go as vibrant or as soft
as
you wanted, couldn't you?
You could, but it's such a lovely way just to get those colours in the background that just break it up a bit.
Yes. Lovely. That's coming together really nice. And I bet when you peel away that stencil as well, the colours are just going to pop.
The other thing I then did just to blend it all together was go back over the top with the antique linen.
Okay.
Just right over. Partly just to make sure I haven't left any gaps and just to kind of blend the colours in.
Lovely.
That will do. Right. With any luck. Let me get all this out of the way so I don't get ink splodgers everywhere. Okay, shall we have a look?
Yeah, go on then.
Ta-da!
Oh, look. That's beautiful.
It's such a lovely, soft background.
Isn't it?
You can use it for lots of stuff.
So when you're applying your colour, do you ever have to kind of check beneath the stencil to make sure you're not adding too much?
Yeah, I love a sneaky peek, which is why I often don't take the stencil down all round.
Okay.
And you'll have seen Barb, and quite often on telly you'll hinge the stencil.
Yeah.
But it's difficult when you've got a narrow gap there.
Right.
And you're using part of the stencil. So I find it easier to anchor my card to the copy paper and then anchor my stencil to the copy paper when I haven't got enough of a margin.
Yeah.
To make sure this doesn't move.
All right. Brilliant.
Okay. Good. Right. That's that first bit. Right. I'm going to put an embedder on here. You know I love an embedder.
We love an embedder here.
We did that's too big. Of course, I should have worked this out before I came, shouldn't I? Which size I want.
So these are the square and rectangle embedders. Yes.
They are. And I'm going to give it an inner frame on the topper. Okay. So instead of putting the frame round the outside of the topper on the card base, I'm just going to put it just inside the edge.
Okay,
see
I
here.
see. Yeah.
There. It's another really nice way just to frame work.
Brilliant.
Barb does it quite often on the little stencil squares when she's using a single
Yes,
image.
she does.
But I just thought it needed something on here because this is really soft. So
Okay.
just to remind friends how to do it, how to use an embedder. Masking tape, low tack tape doubled over, and you put your embedder on the front of your card. I've done it this way round, doing the squares first, because then I can make sure that this is lined up straight.
Yeah, makes
Okay.
sense. Okay.
Right, and then you turn your card over and you work from the back. I've rubbed the back with a tumble dryer sheet, same as if you were doing groovy on a piece of parchment. And then we were talking earlier about how locating the edge of the embedder,
Yes.
and I started using the base of Pergamano tools. They're at a lovely angle, and they're nice and hard.
Yes.
And you can hold them like a pen, so they're easier to use. I start right at the edge because I'm not going to go very far, and I butt against it, and then I can just slide up and down.
Brilliant.
And then I turn my copy paper so I don't run the risk of dislodging the embedder
Right. Okay.
from the front of my card.
Your item number for the square and rectangle embedders is 31301. I'm sure as well Grace has put up the link to the show page for you as well, where you can find everything that Deb has used there.
That gives you that definition. You can see it here, but it won't be sharp enough.
Right.
So in them with a number 2 groovy tool, which is the one with the little bobble on the end.
Okay.
That may or may not be the correct term for it. Then you can get the pressure in and really get that sharp crease in your card.
Would you say you press as hard as you can, really?
Not overly hard. I try to get a firm press on it.
Okay.
But you don't want to press so hard that you kind of screw up your card.
No, of course not.
Although it's quite forgiving, because if you slide off and come across here,
yes,
it's actually not going to go through because you're against the plastic.
Of course.
Look, I've deliberately put a scratch across the back here. You can just about see that on screen. But when I turn it over, it won't show on this. You can't see it on the front. Look, but I've just got that embedded.
Look at that.
Let's see if it picks up on. Here we go. There you go.
There. Yeah. It's just such a gorgeous finish, isn't it? So professional
and these
looking.
narrow frames on the inside edge of a topper, I think, are really good. They really add the finishing touch.
They really do.
Okay, right. How are we doing for time? All right.
We're doing good.
Right then. So I'm going to talk about lining up stamps again, which is my favourite topic. You may have noticed. I'm going to line this holly up here on the framework stencil.
Okay, that's the great thing about the clear stamp as well, isn't it?
And then again, I'm using my mount. So I've got the etched corner here against the corner of my stencil card. Okay. And then black archival ink, really good permanent black ink.
I think that's a favourite here, isn't it? Clarity. Yeah. You can't go wrong.
Okay, line that up with me. No, that's not right, is it?
You use the inside etch.
I did.
Thank
you, Jazz.
I did wonder if you were going to do that. There we go. It's Friday afternoon.
I know. There we go. Right.
Lovely.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
I'm then going to turn this. Okay. Because I'm going to come back in here. Because I've already got this mounted and lined up for against the stencil.
So it's a perfect kind of 90-degree rotation, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm always stamp every time in this top left corner.
Okay. And it's positioned for you, so you don't have to worry.
And that rotates my stamp as well.
Yes, of course. Brilliant.
Oh, I've got a bit of a smudge there, but never mind.
Never
We'll
mind.
get away with it.
Okay, on to the third one. Go. I'll find the item number for the archival as well. Here we go. Black archival ink pad. That's 50030. Just such a classic. I know Barb loves to use it. Pretty much all of her
Yeah.
stamping, doesn't she?
And it's great because it comes in, you can get various archival colours as well. They're great for outlines. You get really sharp definition
Yes, absolutely.
from them, which you wouldn't with the distress inks, which are a bit more kind of grungy and are designed for backgrounds.
Yes.
There we go. How are we doing for time? 5 minutes.
We're doing good, don't worry.
There we go.
Fantastic.
So that's those 4 in.
And look how perfectly they sit inside as
And it
well.
rotates your image as well. So you
Yes.
haven't got your image, they kind of face in on each other,
Fantastic.
as it were. Okay.
Okay, what's next?
What next is the infill or the silhouette stamp,
Right, okay.
which I'm going to use as an overlay to put in the background.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
So again, same principle. I'm actually going to line it up on the image, on the outline image.
Okay.
And what I love about these is, I don't know if you can see it better from the side. When you get it in the right place, it's absolutely in focus. If you're slightly out, it looks a bit blurry and not quite right.
Yes, I get what you mean.
But I can then line it up over this image. It comes right into focus. I know it's bang on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way on that camera, isn't it? You can really see that.
And then I'm going to use my Mega Mount technique again. I'm lining the etched edge up, which I'll try and remember.
Okay.
With the edge of my card here
Yeah.
and here.
Fantastic.
Let's come back overhead. Yeah, so I'm here and here. Right. What colour shall we use for the background? I used the blue there. Shall we try the pink?
Yeah, let's go
on, shall we be
for it.
daring?
Why not?
Or could go in with the antique linen.
Oh, let's go pink. I want
Right.
to see the pink.
Daring.
So this, which colour pink
It's
is
the Kitsch
this?
Flamingo, which is what I
Kitsch
used
Flamingo.
in the stenciling.
Okay, item number for the flamingo is 50505.
This one I used the tumbled glass in the background that I'd used in the stencil as well.
Brilliant.
So
I think this is going to look great.
let's have a look. Let's have a look. Wow, you say that. Who knows?
Who knows?
But that is part of the fun of crafting, is trying stuff out.
Exactly that.
At the end of the day, if it's a complete haulix, it's a bit of card.
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, I'm probably an hour of your time, but you know. But
Won't
you'll have
mention that
learnt
bit.
something.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so let's line this up again. And as I go down, I'll see it come into focus anyway. And then I can just go in behind it.
Fantastic. I bet it's just great to have that reassurance, isn't
Yeah.
it? That you know
Let me
you're going
come
to
on the
stamp
side angle
it.
because my hand's in the way.
There we go.
And then I'll lift that out.
Oh, look at that. That is just brilliant.
Hang on, let me go the right way. That's
There it is.
There you go.
I love that. With that green as well.
That's really nice with the pink, actually.
Yeah.
I think.
Once you colour in that holly as well.
Get the holly in, and then you could put pink berries because you do get holly with pink berries.
Yes, you do.
But then all I need to do, because I've got this lined up and I just rotated that, is rotate this round again.
Yeah, okay. Same technique as last
Same
time.
technique, line up. Of course, it helps if you've got your mount the same way up, doesn't it? Oh dear, I don't normally get let out on my own. Let's do it again. Shall I see if I can do it again? I've done it once. I should probably quit while I'm ahead.
You can do it. You can do it.
Okay, so I'm coming in over the top, hovering. And the other thing about the stamping is I've got the heels of my hands on the desk.
Okay.
I'm not trying to come down from midair and hover. I've got my hands down because somebody was talking this morning about, I think it was Karen, about being new and to stamping. So get my hands down and I'm steady going down.
Right, you've got that kind of stability.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So come down, I'm lining it up. I can see it come into focus as I just about get down, and then I can press.
Okay.
So it's about taking your time with
Yes.
this, lining it up, and then look for it to come into focus.
Okay. And you've got a bit more leeway, I'm guessing, with the oxides.
Yeah, they don't dry as fast,
Yeah.
apart from the fact that it's subtropical in here
Yes,
at the moment.
I know. What's that all about?
There we go. Number 2, also
Okay,
stamped in.
Fantastic.
Let's come back on that.
Yeah, it looks great from that.
Where am I? This
view.
way.
There
and
you
then
are.
There we go.
Lovely.
So there's 2 stamped in. And then you just repeat that back round the circle again.
Brilliant.
But it just
so
makes it easy to line them up.
Yes.
It's what works for me. Apologies, I just caught my microphone then. Yeah, and just means you get that soft infill on the back. I really like that pink in the background,
I really
actually.
like it.
That's really pretty.
Fantastic.
So then all I did to finish off, finishing techniques, coloured them in with pergoliners.
Yeah.
The green and the red berries.
Beautiful.
Okay. I edged the card with a black Sharpie, just so it had got a bit, because it looked a bit bland.
Yes.
Just putting this straight on the card blank. Let me find my card blank.
I'm guessing once you have that sticker in the middle as well.
That pulls the black in.
It does, absolutely.
So if you just pop it on, it's nice, but it's a bit bland, even with the holly covered.
Yeah.
Whereas putting the black edging on it with the Sharpie just defines that panel.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yes, and then the sentiment is just a sticker sentiment from the birthday and Christmas collection.
Okay, I love this collection.
I use it all the time.
31782. Everything birthday and Christmas in here. I mean, the font is
There's a
just
full page.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely. So you've got so many, and actually the lovely thing is, you know, the new I Am Essential Christmas sentiments.
Yes.
You've got quite a number of these in that stamp set as well.
That's right.
So
yes.
I love this font and the mixture of fonts. But lots of these are in that stamp set as well.
That's right. Yeah.
So it depends how you want it, whether you want it stamped on here. I quite liked the sticker on here that just stood out more against, and that's what the black border helped pull in as well.
Brilliant. Love it.
And that's it. That's all there was to it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Deb, where has that hour gone?
2 minutes past 3. That's a record for me.
I know. What? What's
I'm normally still going
on?
20 minutes later.
You haven't got
with
a
Paul
secret
rolling his
demo.
eyes next to me.
Oh, well, thank you so much for that, Deb. That was a great hour.
No, thank you. It was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Fun. And we've still got people in the room with us, which is always a nice sign.
I know. Thank you, everyone, for coming and joining us. We've got Paul again on Hobby Maker at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
So don't miss out and keep him company. But for this week, that is everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've come to the end of the week.
Is Barb back in the shack on Monday?
She will be, yes, along with some more Cloud Social TV. I can't think off the top of my head what we've got going on, so I'll leave that as a surprise for everyone on Monday.
It'll land in your inboxes with the email from Clarity as well. I always look forward to that, to know what's on the shows. We don't always know exactly what the scheduling. The design team don't always know exactly what the scheduling is through the week, so it's fun to see.
Yeah.
And it goes on. It's on the front page of the website now as well. I noticed the timetable, the schedule for the week. So that's really helpful.
That's right, on our carousel.
Yeah.
Also, where you'll find our 100 Days of Christmas.
Oh yes.
Which is going down a bit too quickly for my liking. Well, I can't remember.
Welcome to adulthood.
Oh, dear me. So make sure to keep up with Barbara's blog as well. She will be everything that we have on our carousel. She'll be blogging one new product every day for Christmas. That'd be brilliant. Make sure to look at Deb's blog as well.
www.debrascraftyblog.com. You think I'd have it off a bit more pat by now, wouldn't you? I have to think about it every time.
Right. Okay.
Lovely.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks,
for joining us,
everybody.
everyone, and thank you, Deb. You've made this really easy.
Thank
for
you.
me,
It was
so
good, and we
you.
managed the buttons. We've been all right on our own.
We've done good.
Yeah. Have a great weekend, everybody, and don't miss Paul at 4 o'clock.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.